They sprinting away from the 1200 meter marker, very untidy beginning this one. To give them a chance to settle down for a leader, and Queen of Alamo's right there shortly after the start. Schwanky's got a good position also right there, and on the inside, Spring in Seattle. Red Enchantment's only 2.5 lengths off the leader. China Pearl is back in that 5th position along the inside. Prosecco, then Light on Her Toes, giving them about 6 or 7 lengths start, and then If Only and Twice As Smart about 7 lengths off the leader. Schwanky takes them to the 500 meter marker. Queen of Alamo's right there. Red Enchantment's on the outside. Spring in Seattle, the blue blinkers only 4 lengths off the leader. Prosecco's towards the inside. China Pearl is hooked right out, and so is Light on Her Toes. Getting to the 300, Schwanky the leader. China Pearl becomes a runner, and Twice As Smart has come from nowhere. Queen of Alamo, it gets tight there, but Twice As Smart hits the front. Twice As Smart from Queen of Alamo over the last 100 meters, and it's Twice As Smart from China Pearl, but Twice As Smart will win. Second, China Pearl. Third, maybe Light on Her Toes, and If Only fourth. Number 8, Twice As Smart, came from the tail of the field. Ultra Consistent, Daughter of Twice Over, and Stuart Randolph. And Twice As Smart comes good. It pays up at R6.50 and is victorious. So Twice As Smart, it got tight for a number of runners there, but Twice As Smart find the right split and ends up winning by about 1.5 lengths. Second will go to the tote favourite, number 4, China Pearl. Third, number 2, Light on Her Toes, and fourth position to If Only. Then Queen of Alamo and Schwanky, with Spring in Seattle also involved in those 5th and 6th positions. And then Prosecco. So we'll take a look at that head-on shortly. Twice As Smart, 3 off the left-hand side, and you'll see it gets now cramped for a couple of runners, gets very tight, but Twice As Smart continues on here, just punched out by Stuart Randolph, another winner for Stuart Randolph, and they rush away to win the 7th and last. That's it for the time being. We're back at Greyville Polytrack Sunday, 25th of February. Craig Peters signing off.
The Twice Over, Twice As Smart, bred by the Riverton stud from the Wendy Whitehead stable, has come through and won a little bit cozily at the business end. Not the biggest, but she seems like she's got plenty of heart.
She's not the biggest, Sheldon, but what she does have is she has an amazing action, this filly. She covers ground so nicely, and it just looks so easy if you actually watch her from the side. Tonight we had heart failure because she actually reared in the pens as the which she's never ever done before. But, she's normally right up there with the pace. So for her to run on like she did tonight was really, really good against this type of field. I just want to say well done to Greyville for revamping this course and doing it up, because it's given us these type of horses a chance to actually run on off the pace, and it really helps these kind of horses. Very well done to Barry at Riverton Stud, Duncan Barry, sorry. And Stewie, he rode an absolute cracker on the filly. I just want to say well done to Clodagh Shaw, Steve Shepston. They were all carrying on like banshees at home, just as bad as us. We were screaming her home, and it was absolutely fantastic. Well done to Carla and Ian. It's such a lovely filly to train for them, and I'm glad they're involved in her.
Enjoyment in the moment, well done.
Thank you so much.
Stuart Randolph's going to come through, and he was giving some abbreviated versions of what happened down at the start there. Your mood wasn't good out the gates.
Absolutely, I think you read my mind. Yeah, initially I wanted to try her a bit closer, but as you saw when the gates opened, she had other ideas. So we just had to go to plan B, and thank goodness it worked out.
Coming to the last 300, it looked tight for a number of runners.
Yeah, it was close up front, but I could feel she was going to get through there. It was just a matter of getting the right gap. I was a bit worried that also my inside was going to start to roll out, but thank goodness, he kept straight and I was able to get through. Now, big thank you to all the connections, and big thank you to Wendy for getting a spot on.
Turning out to be a good evening for you.
Yeah, it was good. So it opened and closed, so now I can go home and relax.
Well done.
Start again on Sunday. Thanks.
Let's get the connections through. They've had to wait to the lucky last race, 7th race, and you've really come here expecting a decent performance.
Yeah, we were very confident. Wendy was very confident, said the filly would run a great race, and she came from the clouds.
It's lovely, that excitement when they get close together and you can see you got that extra length to come.
Yeah, so I saw you had to pull her out there last 50, and she really ran a great race.
Well, enjoy the victory. There's plenty of champagne, and I believe from all the screaming, you guys are going to be hoarse later on.
I'm sure we will. Thanks, sir. Ciao, ciao.
Well done to the connections. Number 8, Twice As Smart, has come through in a swashbuckling finish. Very, very tight for a number of runners. All I got left to say is thanks very much for everybody making this meeting possible, and we'll catch you back here on Sunday. Be here, plenty of activity, and hopefully a number of winners on the card.